So let's talk about death in this video and why you shouldn't actually fear death and why your relationship with death might actually be wrong, or I'm going to give you a different perspective on death and how you can look at death differently. Instead of it being something scary, how you can use death to actually motivate you, to help you achieve your goals in life and actually appreciate life. For me, death was something I feared as a kid. I remember being like 10 years old and just crying in my bed because I knew one day I was going to die. Like I knew one day the end goal was I was going to be in the ground as a skeleton and no one was going to see me ever again, and I wasn't going to be able to see my mum, my dad, my brother, anyone ever again. So that made me upset and I actually cried in my bed because of the fact that I was going to die. Fast forward to today and I don't fear death as much. I say I'm 90% I don't fear death, or 95% I don't fear death, and 5%'s there just a little bit kind of don't want to die right now that kind of thing. But I don't fear death, and the reason I don't fear death is because I understand death. For me, death is not something to be scared of. Death is something to be motivated by and inspired by, because the thing with death, what death has taught me in my own life, seeing family members die and just watching nature in itself, where you can see like a butterfly dead on the side of the road or something like that, or killing it when you squash an ant. What death has taught me is life is precious and life is finite, right? Life is a very limited resource. We can only experience so much of life before it is taken away. Whether we see the age of 100 or whether we see one more week or one more month or one more year, life is very finite. Life is very limited. So what death does then is put it in perception and put it in a perspective that, yo, you don't have a lot of this left. So you might as well appreciate it whilst you still can, because once it's gone, it's gone. Whether you believe in heaven and hell, or this is what happens when you die and you might come back as a ghost or you might go to heaven, you still can't experience life as you can now. You can't interact with humans as a ghost and talk to humans as a ghost. You can't interact with humans if you go to heaven. So the only time to appreciate life is right now. You can only live this life once. So you might as well appreciate it, and you might as well use death as a motivator to live your best life, knowing that this life is so limited. Because like I said, once it's gone, it's gone. You can never get this life back. You might get reincarnated as a lion, which is cool, or an alligator, which is dope, but you can't experience this life you have right now. This as you, the person you are now, you can't experience this ever again. So you might as well cherish it now whilst you still can. So death to me allows me to appreciate life on a deeper level. And for me, it's just like the little things that really make me appreciate life. So for example, let's say it's a dry day and then all of a sudden it rains. I can appreciate that rain because it might be the last time I see it rain, because tomorrow I might be dead. I might not, right? It's hard to just die in your room when you're chilling in your room and not going out. So, you know, the risk is limited, but it'd be ignorant to think that you can't die. You know, that's the most ignorant and arrogant thing a human being could do, is to think they're invincible and cannot die. So when it rains and it changes the mood of everyone and it makes the world look different, you can appreciate it on a deeper level, knowing that this may be the last time you see it. For example, when I'm watching a movie or listening to a song, I think to myself, this might be the last time I hear this song or watch this movie. So it makes me appreciate it and be in the present moment a lot more. So that's what death can do. It can make you experience the present moment a lot more, and it can make you cherish the present moment a lot more, because that is the only thing we have, is the present moment. So death to me allows me to appreciate life on a deeper level. But it's not only that death can do. Death can actually help you achieve your goals, because if you were going to die, right, which you are, one day you are going to die. For me, it's like, okay, if I was to die today, right, let's say 12 o'clock, midnight, that's it, time's off, you're dead pretty much. By midnight you will die. For me, that would motivate me just to make this day as best as I possibly can, to try my absolute best, because after that, I'm dead. Who cares, right? But instead of just being like, oh, let's go through like just tossing about and playing video games all the time and not doing anything productive, To me, death's like, okay, well, you can die, so why would you not want to be as productive as possible during this day? And if you make it to tomorrow, great, you got a bonus day. But if you don't, then you can hold your hands up and say, yo, I did everything I could that day to make myself successful, so I'm happy, I can die happy. I'd rather die being productive than die being lazy. It's just something that I do. So death for me motivates me. Like when I don't want to edit and maybe I just want to chill, I just think, well, this could be the last day you edit, and this could be the last time you touch the keyboard and edit this video, so just put all your effort into it. And if you die, fair enough, whatever, life goes on, you can go to a different realm, so what? But if you don't, great, now you've made a ton of progress on this editing and you can finally finish it. So death to me allows me to be motivated a lot more, because I know I'm going to die. So this goal that I have in my mind that I want to achieve, it makes me more eager to achieve it, knowing death is around the corner. Well, it might not be around the corner, I might die in 20 years, 30 years, but I don't know. And that's the fascinating part. I don't know when I'm gonna die. Will it be in an hour? Will it be in a month? Will it be in a year, 10 years, 100 years? Could be, might not be, who knows, right? So for me, knowing that one day I will die, I don't know when, some hour I will die, it just makes me want to put all my effort in and time into being the best I can possibly be. And every day that I wake up is an extra day to be even better. And if I die, I can say, yo, I was the best version I possibly could be at that moment in time, and then I can just rest forever happily. But also it on a deeper level than that, it's like, okay, if I was going to die tomorrow, what's the point in not trying? Like, I might as well try, right? If I die, I die. It's cool, right? It's kind of like, okay, there's this hot girl that you see walking around and you're scared to approach her because you've never had a girlfriend and every girl you've ever asked out has rejected you. But now there's this really hot girl and you're not sure if she's single or not, but you want to ask her out. What death can do is go, yo, you're gonna die one day, right? You're gonna die one day. That's it. You're gonna be over. Your name, all you're gonna be is a name and a memory, right? That's all you're gonna be. So what could possibly be worse than just asking this girl for a number than death, right? Are you gonna die doing this? Probably not, right? I doubt she's gonna kill you for asking for a number, but if you ask for a number, you might get it, you might not. If you don't, so what? Life moves forward. Life goes on, right? You're gonna die one day, so it does not really matter that you did not get a number. Life moves on. If you didn't die, it's alright, it's fine. So instead of wasting time like, oh, I don't know whether to approach this girl or not, oh, I don't know whether she likes me or not, just think, one day I will die. I could die in an hour, I could die in a year, I could die in a month, so I might as well ask this girl for her number, I might as well ask her out on a date. You know, I've only got one life, I'm gonna die soon, so I might as well do it, I might as well risk it. If it doesn't work out, so what? I will die one day, life goes on, it's not a big deal. That's the type of mentality I have. So if I was to ever be stopped by the thought of, oh, you should get this girl's number, however, you shouldn't because she might reject you, or she's way out of your league, I just go, yo, I'm gonna die one day. So if I get rejected by this girl, it does not matter. It really does not matter. Why would I waste time thinking about, oh, this girl rejected me, when death is on my back? Death is around the corner. There's bigger things in life to be worried about than a girl rejecting you. So it just makes me go, one day, this life I have right now could be over. And I'd rather ask the girl out and be rejected than die and never know the answer whether or not she would go out with me or not. I'd rather know the answer than forever not know the answer. So for me, it's that's what death does. Death is that motivating factor that can make me do something that I may be hesitant to do. So if I'm talking to family, if let's say for example a family member wants to go to a certain place and this certain place really brings me out of my comfort zone, like skiing, right? I've never done skiing, so let's say a family member says, hey, let's go skiing. I could say, oh no, skiing's not really my thing, or I can say, I only live once, this is the only life I have, so let's make the most of it. Yeah, let's go skiing, right? Let's use death as a motivator, right? One day I'm gonna die, so I might as well appreciate life, might as well do as much as I possibly can in this life. So yeah, let's go skiing, let's see what it's like. If I don't enjoy skiing, I can say, well, at least I tried it. Skiing's not for me. or I can really enjoy it. But not knowing whether I will or not enjoy it, I don't like that. So I'd rather do the thing that I'm hesitant to do, so I know the answer. So death to me is that thing that allows you to take that extra step, that allows you to say, well, yeah, you don't really want to do it. Yeah, you know, it's out of your comfort zone, and you'd rather play video games, and you'd rather chill at home. However, you only live once. This is the only life you have. Life is so precious. You might as well go and do it, because you may never experience this ever again. So that's why you shouldn't really fear death. You should use it as a motivating factor. You should use it to do things. If you're procrastinating on certain things like exercising, let's say you're procrastinating to exercise. I don't want to exercise today because my leg hurts or my finger hurts. Just be like, one day I will die. I might as well do it. I might as well put all my time and effort into this exercise, because one day I will die and I will no longer be able to exercise. So I might as well get this experience whilst I still can, because if I don't, you might as well do it. It's your only life you're gonna have, and if you've always wanted to exercise and get in shape, you've only got one life to do it. People act like they've got 20 lives to live. They act like cats. They act like they've got 9 lives. So this life doesn't really matter. So they course through this life and hope that in the next life they'll get it right. I'll get it in the next life. No, don't worry. I'll get it in the next life. You only get one. You only get one, so stop acting like, oh, nah, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do that tomorrow. No, you might not be here tomorrow, so don't do it tomorrow. Do it now. Do it whilst you have time. Oh, I'm tired. I don't have the energy to do that. Oh, I want to start painting, but I don't have the energy to paint. Oh, I want to start exercising, but I don't have the equipment to exercise. Stop making excuses and do it now, because you might not have tomorrow. So that's what death does to me as well. If I'm procrastinating something like drawing, I love to draw, but sometimes it can be hard to motivate myself to draw. And I just think, well, tomorrow you might not be here. This might be the only day you have left to draw. So that then motivates me to, okay, well, let's draw then. You know, this might be my last time drawing, so let's make the most of it. Let's embrace this moment and let's just draw. And the final thing I want to leave you with regarding death is also a peaceful thing, a very peaceful thing. I'm not big on religion. I'm not big on heaven and hell. If you are, respect to your religious beliefs, but for me, it's not for me. The whole heaven and hell idea. Nor do I believe in ghosts and believe that when we die we come back as a spirit and we can see our family members again. I don't believe none of that. I believe death is as simple and as real as it seems. You know, to us right now, death just seems like you die and you never come back. And to me, that seems like the most realistic answer to death and the most simple answer to death. And if that is the actual answer to death, that once you die nothing happens, like it's literally just a black screen, you have no thoughts, you have no feelings, no emotions, you can't see anything, it's just black screen, death, game over, end of. If that is what death really seems like, and that's what death is, then that's got to be the most peaceful thing in the world, because you have no problems, you have no worries, you have no thoughts, you have nothing. Literally nothing. Imagine being able to empty everything out your mind, right? So you literally can think of nothing and you can see nothing. That's peace. It's like when you go into nature, into the woods, and there's a moment of silence where the birds stop tweeting and, you know, branches stop cracking and all that. It's just a moment of silence, and it makes you appreciate that silence. That's what death is. Death is just pure silence. No thoughts. Just silence. And to me, that's bliss. To me, that's got to be the most peaceful thing a human being can ask for. With all this noise in the world, imagine all this noise in the world, then one second later, boom, the plug is unplugged and it's silent. No noise at all. I think that's got to be the most blissful thing. I think death is the most blissful thing. To not have any worries, no problems, no desires, no dreams, no goals, nothing. There's no thoughts that are going through your mind because you don't have one anymore. There's nothing, no feelings to cater to, no regulating your heartbeat, no pumping blood to the end of your toe to the head. None of that. It's just nothing. Nothing at all. It's just death, right? It's just emptiness, black screen, done. That's got to be the most blissful thing in my mind, because there's literally no desires, nothing to think about, and to me that's peaceful. So that's my philosophy on death and why you shouldn't be scared of death. You should use death as a motivating factor to achieve your goals, to get out of your comfort zone, to inspire you to do things, and realize that death isn't so bad. That if you were to die, hey, at least you'll be calm, at least you'll be in a tranquil state, because you'll have no desires, no thoughts, no worries, no pain, no suffering, none of that. You'll just be at bliss, you'll just be at peace. So thank you all for watching. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. I have many topics I want to talk about. Hopefully you gain some information and a deeper understanding into death and maybe a different perspective. My goal isn't to change your mind about death. If you still fear death after this video, it's perfectly fine. I just wanted to give my perspective and my perception on death and why I don't fear death and how I use death to motivate me to achieve my goals. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Until next time, I've been Thea. Enjoy your day. Have a beautiful day. And remember, you could die. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Bye.